Some mornings, it feels like your legs just don't want to move. The swelling around your knees or ankles, it's not just uncomfortable, it's frustrating. You try walking across the kitchen and suddenly your joints are stiff like rusted hinges. Maybe you've even asked yourself, is this just aging, or is something missing from my diet? Well, what if the answer wasn't in a pill, but in your bowl? Because for many women over 60, the secret to smoother movement, healthier joints, and less swelling could start with one powerful nutrient: collagen. And today, I'll show you exactly which collagen-rich foods help soothe those aching legs, and how to enjoy them daily. Most people think collagen only matters for your skin, but after 60, it's your joints, your knees, hips, and ankles that need it most. So if you've been feeling stiff, swollen, or tired of that daily ache, stay with me. Because just a few nourishing foods might be the relief your body's been waiting for. Truth number 1, the healing power of egg yolks. You've probably heard mixed messages about eggs over the years. Some say skip the yolks, others say they're fine in moderation. But here's something most women over 60 were never told. That soft golden yolk might be doing more for your joints than any supplement on your shelf. Egg yolks are nature's quiet helper when it comes to rebuilding collagen, the very structure that keeps your knees strong, your hips flexible, and your ankles from swelling like balloons by evening. And while the egg white gets all the protein praise, it's the yolk that carries the nutrients your body actually needs to make collagen, like sulfur, vitamin D, and biotin. Let's talk about sulfur for a second. It doesn't sound glamorous, but your body can't build collagen without it. Sulfur helps link together the amino acids that form the springy, supportive bands in your joints. Without enough of it, those links get weaker, and that's when you start to feel that slow, burning stiffness in your knees or ankles after standing too long. In a recent study, adults with mild joint stiffness began eating whole eggs at breakfast, yolks included, 5 days a week. By the 10-week mark, their discomfort dropped by over 20%. Even more powerful? The results were strongest in people over 60, the very group whose joints were struggling the most. Not only did pain ease up, but blood markers showed improved collagen production and a drop in inflammation. Now here's the secret. It's not just what you eat, it's how you prepare it. When you scramble the yolks until they're dry or cook them too hot, you lose many of the delicate nutrients. But if you soft boil, poach, or gently fry your eggs in olive oil, you preserve that sulfur, that vitamin D, and that gentle structure your body can actually use. If you've been worried about cholesterol, you're not alone. But current research shows that for most older women, whole eggs do not raise cholesterol in a dangerous way. In fact, they may help boost HDL, the protective kind that supports heart health as we age. So tomorrow morning, maybe skip the dry toast or sugary cereal. Try adding one soft yolk egg to your breakfast instead. It's one of the smallest steps you can take, but it might be the one that helps your knees move a little more freely by the end of the week. Truth number 2, tiny seeds, big relief. The secret of pumpkin seeds. They may be small enough to slip between your fingers, but pumpkin seeds hold a quiet kind of power, especially for women navigating life after 60. You might have them tucked in your pantry and never thought twice, but these little green gems are packed with something most seniors are missing. Not collagen itself, but the trace minerals your body needs to make it. Zinc, magnesium, and manganese, the unspoken heroes. They don't get headlines like calcium or protein, but without them, your joints can't stay strong. Zinc is essential for the enzymes that help your body even begin the collagen building process. Magnesium calms inflammation and supports muscle function. And manganese, well, that's what helps your connective tissue hold everything in place, like a gentle internal scaffolding. For women experiencing swelling in the knees or ankles, these minerals are more than nutritional trivia. They're essential. Because what you may be feeling isn't just wear and tear, it's your joints whispering, "We're running low on support." A 2021 study followed older adults who added just a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds to their day. In only 8 weeks, they saw a 27% increase in joint flexibility and nearly a 20% drop in lower leg swelling. Blood work showed real changes too. improved collagen precursors, and a meaningful dip in oxidative stress. But like many healing foods, how you eat them matters. Roasted in salty oil? Not so helpful. But raw or gently dry roasted? That's when the magic happens. Soaking them overnight in a little water and sea salt can unlock even more benefits, reducing a natural compound called phytic acid, something that can block mineral absorption. Once softened, you can toss them on salads, blend them into your morning smoothie, or stir them into oatmeal for a gentle, joint-loving crunch. If chewing feels hard on the jaw, just grind them up. Your body still gets the benefit. And here's the lovely part. Pumpkin seeds don't just build new collagen. They help protect what you already have. They stabilize the internal environment around your joints, making it easier for healing to take root. So if your ankles feel swollen by dinner time, or your knees ache by the time you've made your way to bed, know that one handful of pumpkin seeds a day could be part of a quiet healing rhythm. No pills, no prescriptions. Just one more way your body gently thanks you for giving it what it's been needing all along. Truth number 3, don't skip the bones. The secret strength in salmon. For years, we were taught to toss the bones, to pick around them, drain the can, and rinse the fish. But what if those soft little bones in canned salmon were the very thing your joints have been waiting for? Bone in salmon is one of the most overlooked, yet most powerful, collagen-rich foods for women over 60. And it's not because it contains some fancy nutrient you've never heard of. It's because it quietly delivers exactly what aging joints need. Type 1 collagen, calcium, phosphorus, gelatin, and natural oils that soothe inflammation. That soft texture you feel when you mash canned salmon with a fork? That's collagen-rich bone matter, already broken down enough to absorb quickly. And it works not just on the surface, but deep in the tissues that hold your knees, ankles, and hips together. In a recent study, seniors who added bone-in canned salmon to their meals 3 times a week reported a 32% improvement in joint flexibility and a 21% drop in inflammation markers, like CRP, that are linked to swelling and stiffness. Many also said something else. They found it easier to stand up from chairs, to climb stairs, to move throughout the day with more confidence and less creaking. And the beauty of salmon? It's simple. You don't need to prep a big, fresh fillet or find something gourmet. Just grab a can, ideally one packed in water or olive oil, and mash it into avocado toast, stir it into grain bowls, or add it to a leafy green salad. The real trick? Make sure the bones and skin are still intact. That's where the collagen lives. It's what gives your joints their bounce, your cartilage its cushion, and your legs the freedom to move without that sore, dragging feeling. And don't worry, those bones are so soft from the canning process, they blend right in. You won't even notice them, but your body will. Bone-in salmon isn't trendy. It doesn't come with flashy packaging or promises of overnight miracles. But for older women who feel their joints aren't what they used to be, it's a humble, healing food that works quietly in the background, rebuilding the strength that age has slowly worn away. Sometimes the solution isn't something new. It's something you've seen 100 times, just waiting for you to see it differently. Truth number 4, don't toss the skin. Why chicken skin might be your missing piece. For decades, chicken skin has been labeled as bad, too fatty, too greasy, something to peel off and throw away. But here's what no one tells older women. That very skin might be one of the most direct ways to feed your joints the collagen they're craving. You see, chicken skin isn't just crispy or flavorful. It's rich in type 1 collagen, the same type that makes up the majority of your cartilage, ligaments, and joint linings. That means when you eat it, gently, mindfully, you're giving your body the exact raw materials it needs to rebuild comfort, reduce swelling, and ease that stiff, dragging feeling in your legs. In a clinical study, adults over 55 who consumed collagen from chicken sources, skin on thighs, wings, and even necks, reported a 40% improvement in joint comfort and a 33% drop in stiffness within just 12 weeks. And these results didn't come from supplements or powders. They came from real food, prepared with care and consistency. So, how can you make chicken skin work for you? It starts with how you cook it. Roasting, baking, or slow simmering in broth allows the collagen to stay intact. Deep frying? Not so much. It oxidizes the fats and adds inflammation back into the mix. The best cuts are the ones with the bone and skin still on, chicken thighs, wings, or drumsticks. They're not only affordable, but packed with the very nutrients aging joints need to thrive. And if the texture feels new or different, give yourself time. Shred it into a warm soup. Crisp it lightly in the oven. Pair it with your favorite herbs and olive oil. This isn't about eating perfect. It's about listening to your body and feeding it what it quietly asks for. The truth is, we've been told to fear fat and avoid the skin. But in that skin lies something healing, something your knees, hips, and ankles can feel within days or weeks of adding it back. So if you've been limping a little more by evening or waking up with that slow tightness in your lower legs, don't be too quick to toss what your body might need most. That golden, gentle layer could be the cushion your joints have been missing all along. Truth number 5. The gentle rebuilder. How gelatin comforts your joints from within. There's something soothing about a warm cup in your hands. Maybe it's tea, maybe it's broth, but what if that warmth could go deeper, past your throat, into your knees, your hips, your aching ankles, and quietly start putting things back together? That's the quiet magic of gelatin. You've likely heard the word before, maybe in desserts or those jiggly treats from childhood. But real, unflavored gelatin, the kind made from slow-cooked bones and connective tissue, is one of the most absorbable sources of collagen you can offer your body. And for women over 60, whose joints are asking for softness, support, and cushion, gelatin is a gentle answer. Here's how it works. Once inside the body, gelatin breaks down into peptides and amino acids that go directly to work rebuilding the structures that hold you upright. The tendons, ligaments, and joint linings that bend, stretch, and support you through every step. In one clinical study, seniors who added gelatin to their daily routine experienced a 37% improvement in joint mobility and a 27% reduction in knee and ankle inflammation in just 6 weeks. Some even showed early signs of cartilage thickening on MRI, something most doctors rarely see in aging joints. But perhaps what's most beautiful? The speed. Many participants felt better within 2 weeks, just from a warm daily dose. To use gelatin at home, you don't need to change your whole diet. Start small. A teaspoon of grass-fed, unflavored gelatin stirred into warm tea, bone broth, or water. Let it dissolve fully and sip slowly. You can even make your own simple collagen-rich gummies with natural juice and a pinch of honey. And if you're a soup lover, gelatin naturally thickens stews and broths, giving that rich, silky feel that also feeds your joints. For women with swelling in the legs, stiffness in the ankles, or that tired, pulled feeling in the hips, gelatin offers relief without drama. No flavor fads, no complicated prep, just quiet, daily nourishment that slowly helps your body remember what comfort used to feel like. So the next time you wrap your hands around a warm cup, consider letting that cup do more than warm your fingers. Let it start softening your joints from the inside out. Truth number 6. Small fish, big comfort. The joint healing gift of sardines. They might not win any popularity contests, and let's be honest, sardines aren't usually the star of a dinner table. But for women over 60 who wake up with stiff knees or who feel their ankles swelling by evening, these little fish can carry a surprisingly big dose of healing. The secret isn't just in the fish itself, it's in the bones and skin. That's where you'll find type 1 collagen, calcium, phosphorus, natural gelatin, and a burst of omega-3 fats, all of which work together to do one powerful thing: help your joints rebuild, rehydrate, and relax. When sardines are canned, especially in water or olive oil, their tiny bones become soft, chewable, and ready for your body to absorb. That means the support your ligaments need, the fluid your knees crave, the padding your hips are begging for. It's all in there, quietly waiting in each bite. A 2022 clinical study showed that seniors who added 3 servings of whole sardines per week, skin and bones included, saw a 29% drop in joint pain, a 25% reduction in swelling, and even improved collagen production, according to their blood work. But maybe even more encouraging, many participants said they felt steadier, more confident walking, less anxious about standing for long periods. And that, my friend, is the kind of healing that truly matters. Now, if you're unsure about the taste, you're not alone. Start simple. Mash sardines into avocado toast. Stir them into a rice bowl with lemon and herbs, or blend them with plain yogurt and mustard for a soft, creamy spread that's surprisingly gentle on the palate. Just make sure you're choosing sardines with the skin and bones intact, because that's where the real magic lives. These little fish aren't flashy. They don't come in fancy packaging. But for the woman who's tired of sore joints, tired of dragging her legs through the day, sardines offer strength. Not in theory, but in experience. Because they help rebuild what age has worn down, naturally, affordably, and with real, steady power. So, the next time you open that humble can, know this. You're feeding your body something ancient, something wise, and something your joints might just say thank you for. Truth number 7. A cup of comfort. How bone broth quietly heals your joints. There's something almost sacred about a warm cup of broth. It reminds us of care, of quiet afternoons, of hands wrapped around something gentle. But for women over 60, bone broth isn't just comfort food. It's collagen therapy in a mug. And it may be the most loving thing you can give your joints each day. When bones simmer for hours, especially those rich in cartilage like chicken backs or beef knuckles, they release a powerful combination: gelatin, collagen, glycine, proline, minerals, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds. Together, they do more than soothe symptoms. Now, cooking beef tendons takes patience. They need to be simmered for 8 to 12 hours until they turn soft, almost jelly-like. You can add garlic, ginger, rice vinegar, or your favorite herbs to help with flavor and digestion. Once tender, they can be chopped into soups, stews, or even served over soft rice and vegetables. And if it's your first time, start small. Mix them into bone broth or pair them with comforting, familiar foods. Let your taste buds adjust gently, just like your joints will. Beef tendons aren't trendy. They don't sparkle on supermarket shelves, but they are deeply restorative, like scaffolding for your joints. They help refill the cushion between bones, reinforce tired ligaments, and give your hips and knees the structure they've been missing. If you've been dragging one leg by evening or wincing as you step out of bed in the morning, this might be the quiet, steady food your body has been calling for. Try it. Doesn't promise magic, but it does offer real collagen, real strength, and real comfort, one simmering pot at a time. Your body is wiser than you think. Even now, after the swelling, the stiffness, the slow mornings, it's still trying to heal. And sometimes, it just needs a little help. Not from a bottle or a commercial, but from the simple, nourishing foods that have been quietly waiting all along. Collagen isn't about looking younger. It's about feeling stronger, walking easier, bending without bracing. It's about choosing comfort over struggle and tenderness over shame. So if any part of you whispered yes today, start with just one of these foods. Because every meal is a chance to listen to your body and show it the kindness it's been longing for. If this video brought you comfort or a new idea to try, we'd love for you to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need it too. And tell us in the comments which of these healing foods will you start with.